March 15th, fighting UFC Apex Center. Roman Dolidze. Roman, how we doing, man?
I'm feeling good. Today was sparring day. It was good sparring, and that's all.
A little bit easier sparring without Sean Strickland in town?
No, Sean, no, this preparation, Sean didn't spar me. We just grappled because when we spar, we always go hard, and probably this time he decided it's better to keep away from this.
Before we get into all the fighting stuff and Sean and Marvin and everything else, I want to ask you something a little bit random.
Yep.
Uh, you just went, I think, over the holidays, you went to Ukraine, correct?
Yes, I always go.
So I'm just wondering, Home of Fight is actually where the interview is. Where our humble beginnings in Ukraine, our boss man Roman, same name as you, he wanted me to ask just how the trip was, and especially with everything going on right now.
Yeah, it's very sad and bad situation now. We all know in Ukraine, and I want to mention that all my career started in Ukraine. I mm, I went there when I was probably 22, 2008. I remember that very good. And I started MMA, but I started with the grappling there, and everything. What about my career, my university education? It's in Ukraine for me. And I always said that Ukraine is my home, second homeland. And I was there 2014 when first this all started. I was there 2022 also. And even during this fight, I always visit Ukraine, mostly Odessa, where I was living. And I hope this all will end very soon.
Is it getting any bit better since you were last there at all?
I think if we are talking about how people, because for me, more important how regular people feel, because I had my own gym there, and I teach a lot of young generation in Odessa, Ukraine. And it's sad to see that people are tired. They're definitely tired. And how normal person will want war. And probably everybody is now waiting when this will be done.
I was just curious because I know it holds a special place in your heart. So wanted to ask about the recent trip. Yeah, very. I think we're all ready for it to be over with over there, especially the people over there. So that is who matters most. But on a lighter note, let's talk some fighting now. Because you have an absolutely gigantic rematch ahead of you. Is this a fight that excites you to run it back with Vettori, or did you want a new opponent, so to speak?
I didn't expect that UFC will give me Vittori. I didn't ask for him because I knew that he was injured before. He didn't fought so long, but I was live. I will say to you that I'm not happy with this fight. And I always try to say that I don't have nothing against him. He's a good guy. I always doesn't have nothing to say bad about my opponents. I'm not the type of guy who try to hype the fight and just talk to talk. This more to Strickland maybe, and but I don't agree with judge's decision in London. I thought, and during fight, I was thinking that I'm winning the fight. That's why I did more, and I could do more. But it is how it is. That doesn't stop me. And I always take anything what's happening in my life. I'm like, okay, another day, and nothing can affect me. But I'm very happy that I have opportunity to prove that that was wrong decision, and I'm ready for that. And I came here to say for Merab's fight, and exactly same night, same night, I was sitting in arena. Probably matchmaker saw me there, and they're sending me a name. Said, you know my answer. Just ask this Marvin, and that's all.
With this one, getting the, let me rephrase. Do you feel a need to leave this out of the judges' hands this time? Do you feel a need to rush, get that finish, put an emphasis on that?
I don't need to rush nothing. I just need to win this fight. I want to win because it's like inner competition with me. Like he's the guy who nobody finished. He's tough. He's good, and all respect to him in any case. And I want to be the first guy. Yes, but I'm ready to win this fight. That's all what matters to me.
Do you think he hasn't fought since 2023? Is that a factor? Do you think ring rust is real?
I don't trust things like that because in my career, I had also such a long time when I didn't fought. And after exactly like 7 or 8 months not fighting, I came back with a 2022 like 3 fight win streak with three bonuses in a row.
Hmm.
And nobody knows, but I hope that Marvin will be in his best shape in his life and career, and we will face each other very ready and prepared.
Did you see his tweet today? Or I guess it wasn't
No,
today. It was like a week ago.
about that he didn't knew who's he fighting.
Yeah, yeah. He thought he was fighting Kopylov instead of Dolidze. What are your thoughts on that?
We have same manager, Ali Abdelaziz. That's why
You
it's
and
just
Kopylov?
no,
Or
me and Marvin.
yeah, okay.
That's why I don't think it's, but I hope it's not true because they also say a lot of things about him, and I thought Marvin is smart enough to understand that it was me.
I don't think it's true. I don't think he's that dumb, man. If it
That's
is
what I
true,
tried to say.
yeah, if it is true, he's got another thing coming for him. And this fight is at middleweight. In the past, you said that you want to be ranked middleweight and light heavyweight. Is that still on your
And I
mind?
deserved, and I deserved to be ranked because a couple fights ago I had win against uh, Smith, and he was ranked number 10.
Hmm.
But UFC make me choose where I want to fight. It is how it is, but if we are talking about what's fair, I need to be already be ranked because after a couple weeks of fight with Smith, they put me number 15
Hmm.
in ranking. And I was ranked in both weight classes. But these things, I think, doesn't make sense. There is a lot of politics and game in UFC rankings and stuff like that. Sometimes it doesn't make sense. But I totally, how to say, satisfied with the organization, how much I'm making, why we will be lying because all about money, always somebody fighting just to punch somebody's face, somebody like me just to make money and provide to my family. And I'm very thankful. And it is how it is. Like I already mentioned, no matter what's happening, I'm still same Roman and fighting or not fighting, being ranking, not ranking, doesn't change me who I am.
So safe to say, like maybe the goals have changed now. Maybe it's just about exciting fights, making that money instead of the championship, or is that still your goal?
No,
What are
no,
your
no.
thoughts?
I have another problem also with me. I can't do anything half. If I'm doing something, I need to do 100%. And what's 100% means? 100% it means that you need to be champion. I'm ready for that. I'm working for that. And it's a good opportunity fight against Marvin to close, first of all, my previous, let's say, loss and prove that it was wrong decision. And back then I was very, very close to that.
Now, ideally in 2025, how many fights you want?
Who knows me, they know that I can fly from Georgia, 12-hour time difference, in fight in 5 days against Smith, and I'm ready to do this always. All what matters, are they offering me, and how what's value is of that fight on my career. That's all.
Shara Magomedov, Reinier de Ritter, Bo Nickal, they still all interest you? I know you wanted them before.
Shara was interesting when Shara talked a lot about my country also. I didn't understand some things. There was another situation, but call out was not about that because I never speak with men's, with people in point of view, especially if it's like fighting in arena. It's sport interest for me. He was ranked back then, and also he was on big hype. Now I don't know how everything this will work out for him. I hope he will come back soon. And now doesn't make sense, any sense at all. But let's see how it will be. The reader also very interesting opponent stylistic. Let's say even when Paul Craig decided to move to my weight class 185 from 205, I also wanted to fight him because very interesting stylistic.
Hmm.
Now he's nowhere, unfortunately. I wanted him to go up, but it didn't happen. And let's see what will be and who will be next. Bonical, they ranked now him, I think, and maybe him because he's still undefeated. But after this win, I don't think any of these guys will be interesting for me.
You're gonna want someone bigger.
Of course, I deserve.
Now, is there anybody you secretly want a little bit? You're like, that would be cool.
I'm a realistic person. First of all, in our division for now, it's very strange situation. A lot of good guys on the top five, let's say, who deserve to be fighting for title. Chimaev, okay, they give him like way fast way there, but he deserved to fight because he win very good against Whitaker. Imamov deserved to fight for title. Also, that Brazilian guy, I think Caio, deserved
Ohio, yep.
to fight for title. That's why I want to be realistic. I want to see what will happen there, and after I will have my opinion about it. That's all. I just need to move forward. Who will be there if it will be in the top five or what? Who they will offer, loser or winner, but from top 15. All these guys are good, and all these guys and the win against these guys can bring me closer to that.
Well, this weekend, the title's on the line. Sean Strickland, DDP. Who do you got in that one? I know you got some bias there.
It's interesting fight. I train with John a lot, and I think he have everything to win this fight. But sometimes we never know what judges are thinking when they are making some decisions. I wish Strickland talk a little bit less, but I also wish him to win this fight and be a champion. And I have hope maybe the championship will make him more calm and person who need to show better sides of UFC champion personality to show good example for future generation.
Now, I know you and Strickland train together, you're friends. You guys are both at the top of the same division. Like, would you guys fight if you had to, or would you say no, no, can't fight, can't fight Sean?
Me and Sean, you can say if you will see how we are sparring, you can say
You
that we
fight
are
every day,
fighting.
yeah.
Like it's, and if there will be they already offered us to have a fight.
Mm.
Me and him, yeah, it was that situation, but didn't happen. If there will be situation when there will be no other way for each of us, I think we will fight, and we just will decide who is better in arena in octagon, and that's all. I see like this oh my god, some people are too serious, but too serious. I mean, in what way they say, "Oh, we are going to war." Listen, I saw war 2008. I saw war 200 for 2014. I saw war 2022. These guys doesn't know what war is, or they are just lying to themselves, or they need some different mentality for themselves to push themselves to fight. For me, it's just testing for myself. I want to be there, and I started very late, 28 years old, and I'm just because of inner competition, I'm doing good. People are ending their careers 28, and I just started. I just did directly pro first fight, and this is how my career started. And after six fight, I signed with UFC, and that's all.
It's working, bro. It's working. And co-main event, you also try. I'm sure I don't know if you directly train, but Tatiana Suarez is
Mhm.
also at Extreme
Now, I don't
Couture.
train with girls.
Yeah, I figured a little bit too big, stuff like that. But you think she wins against Zhang Weili, or what do you think happens there?
I don't pay attention women's division. Let's start from this.
Yeah.
But I know that Tatiana is very good fighter, and I know that he have technique, power, wrestling skills, and I think she's capable to be champion, especially mentality, what I like most. But I don't pay attention. I know people here in America don't like when we speak like that, but is it me who I am? It's not like less respect for them, but I just don't pay it.
Did you just not enjoy it, or like you don't think they should be fighting? Like, what are you talking about?
I'm just not interested in it. So
Hey, fair enough. Everybody's got their taste, man. No, no, no foul there. Something that you are very passionate about is obviously Georgia.
Yeah,
Something that's
good
been,
country.
yeah, something that's been boiling in the UFC, MMA, whatever you want to call it, is kind of this like Georgia Dagestan rivalry, right? Umar
Hmm.
Marab, we're talking about Ilia and Islam. What do you make of all this? Is this like a real thing?
I don't like drama. I don't like this push drama out of nowhere. Uh, I like real competition. I want to see who is the best. Yes, I'm with my Georgian brothers and I wish them all the best. But I'm also Georgian, and Georgian means to be patient, calm, respectful person, first of all. And this, for me, is main thing. In fighting, in real life, for me, it's all same. And that's why I hope this everything because I see probably more because I get some messages or something from Dagestani or
Sure.
from other people or something. And I want this to stay in octagon. I don't like when people are bringing it to how to say it, to
Make it personal.
culture, personal. And it doesn't need to be for faults. For exactly who are from Dagestan, everybody against who are from Georgia. It's not right, and I don't agree with mindset and thinking like that. As a sport, I'm interested in who is the best, and I'm with Georgians. As how it's going between how to say it, people and the fan base, I don't like.
Oh, so you think the fans are going at it a little too hard?
Yeah, I think too much, and also let's say truth. Fighters who are fighting, they are heating it up,
Sure.
and they are talking things and making it more. How to say it, more loud. But I'm different and I'm thinking different about it. Uh, we are all from same region. People
Hmm.
maybe don't know, but we are all from Caucasus mountains. We are from one side of mountains, and these guys are from other side of mountains, Chechnya, Dagestan, and other Caucasian culture. And for me, this all the same, like same area, and nothing need to divide us. Fight, I was to teach when I was young. Sport is to make all us together, to make peace and love each other, but not divide each other. And some people are using it to divide, and that's wrong.
Yeah, I love that mentality. I wish everyone had that. Unfortunately, the drama sells.
Drama is more interesting.
Drama's money, baby. Drama's money. So if that Ilya and Islam fight does happen, do you think Ilya can beat Islam, or is Islam just too big?
Well, Ilia is very skilled fighter,
Hmm.
very powerful. Everybody have some holes and problems, but Ilia have good grappling, good wrestling, and I think he is ready. I'm very interested. I hope this fight will happen, and I still think that Ilia is very talented, very talented.
Now, you kind of just touched on this. Do you watch the Joe Rogan podcast at all?
Sometimes because some podcasts are interesting,
Yeah.
just some news what he have in podcast just not relevant for me.
Have you ever heard him talk about why fighters from Georgia, Dagestan, the Caucasus region, why they're so badass, tough, good? Have you ever heard him talk about this?
No, I'm interested what he
I'm going to
have
ask
said.
you because there's so many Georgians in MMA at high levels of UFC. Same with Dagestan. The whole region are straight killers, so to speak. Rogan says it's because you guys all grow up in hard times, right? A lot of war, a lot of oppression, a lot of. You're in America now. There's a clear difference, I'm sure. Do you think that has to do with why you guys are so good at fighting?
I think he's very right, and that's a key. And when we was kids, when I was kid, I will say about myself. I lived in hard times, hard situations. I remember when we was buying bread cut in half because there wasn't bread, enough bread for everybody, and they were selling half. And first war after Soviet Union collapsed, I was very small, but the echo of that war, we were still hearing it during 90s, and it was very bad time and a lot of criminal, a lot of values, criminal values, what was deep in our society. And after government changed, it changed a lot. If we are talking about now, but it was very hard times, and we was fighting for our. I will not be right. Well, say for lives, but you were supposed to be tough to just go to school. I mean, tough to just to be and talk with other kids even.
Hmm.
And you need to be some certain mentality there, and you can't show your weakness. If you will, they will see your weakness, they will push exactly to that spot to make you feel more pain. And even if you had some weaknesses, you was hiding it, you wasn't showing it, and you was keeping it inside and going forward no matter what. And these hard times, I think, create us who we are. And a lot of people like Ilia even were pushed his family to leave the Georgia because times was very hard, and they found better way to raise their kids. And a lot of Georgians till these days are living in Europe or in other countries close to us.
Hey, a lot of fighters from your region, from America, from wherever, they've all been through it, man. It takes a certain characteristic, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. If we are talking about Strickland, I
Perfect
always
example.
what I was giving him. I heard sometimes how he speaks about family. For us, family is a sacral. It's a holy thing. Family is everything, and even if they are not so good, we still speak about our families like it's perfect, and we never show nothing and never say nothing bad about Strickland because of cultural differences. Sometimes speak something about his family, and I always was saying, "Listen, why you are talking like that? Maybe you should keep because it's more self-respect. Because we are respected by our families. We are remembered by our families, by our grandfathers, grandmothers' actions, and that's very and very important." And in this case, we are different. We see world different, but I think exactly that what make him strong fighter because he found this way to prove himself and to find himself
Yeah.
uh, in the world where he was living. And that's why in beginning I was very critical with him. Like we had like bad argument or something, but now when I see and I know more, first of all, I know that we are raised different, and I can't criticize him just because he is raised different.
Sure.
I start from this. Second of all, I just know that he truly have this inside, and it doesn't bother him like it bothers me, like speaking about families and stuff. And now I just understand it. He's Strickland. He sees world like this, and there are certain things what make him be like that. But in beginning, I was like very
And
much
like
away from
that.
him at all.
I can imagine. I never met Sean. I can imagine he takes a lot of getting used to. Yeah. He's a
Yeah,
loud
first
personality.
sparring, first time when I saw him in, he's the type of guy when he sees somebody new, he wanna test it.
Oh no.
Yes, he is that guy. And when because I think first of all he's proving himself that his fault. And first time when we see each other, it was sparring day. We fought like it was bad. People stop us.
Oh Jesus, man. I want to see some footage of that someday. When you're both retired, you got to leak it. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't
Roman,
know does somebody have it or not.
you get the security cameras, you know?
Maybe.
So one more question before I get you out of here. You have any interest? You're in Vegas, so any interest in this Super Bowl at all, or you don't give a crap?
I don't watch this sport. I don't know nothing about it.
Well, that's
I
perfect. That's
know also
perfect.
I also call it American handball
That's wrong. It's come on, come on.
because there is no foot in ball. It's American
Well, they kick
handball.
it sometimes, but that doesn't matter. All I
Sometimes.
need from you, I need one thing from you. Can you just give me a go birds?
Other guys will not like me,
No,
who
no, no,
don't
no, no.
like
Don't
it.
worry about them. Plenty of people like you. Just give me a go birds.
Okay, go Burns, and I wish their opponents also to show the good match.
It's all right. I can cut around that.
Okay.
Roman, my man, thanks for joining me. It was great talking to you. Before I get you out of here, anything you'd like to say to all your fans ahead of the big rematch?
Yeah, I just wanna say a big thanks to who supports me, and say that I hope we both will be well prepared and will be in best shape in our career, and will show a very good and interesting fight. And I always say this in Georgian, and I will say now it in English: power in unity. Strong. Together we are strong.
Power and unity. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, Roman Dolidze, March 15th, rematch in Marvin Vettori. Do not miss it. Thank you so much, Roman. Have a great night.